Welcome to a new episode. In this video, we'll dive into exciting things to look out for in the future. Don't forget to subscribe for more content just like this. Number 1. Bionic eyes are perfected. In 2050, artificial retinas and other visual prostheses can match the visual quality of a real human eye. They contain electrode arrays with hundreds of megapixels in full color along with wireless capabilities. This is a substantial step up from devices in earlier decades that provided black and white and highly pixelated views of the world. Some versions of these implants not only provide a cure to blindness for many people, but they also contain further enhancements. These enhancements include embedded cameras, Wi-Fi, augmented reality, night vision, thermal vision, zoom capability, and so on. When someone is using these devices, it's possible to wirelessly communicate with them using text overlaid in their vision. These enhanced devices are standard practice among spy organizations, militaries, and high-profile citizens. However, they're becoming expensive enough for the mainstream public as well. Healthy adults are now tempted to take advantage of the improvements offered by computerized vision. The main downsides are privacy and security concerns. Some government and corporate sources indicate that these devices could potentially expose a high number of government and corporate scandals. Number 2. VR glasses are replacing smartphones. Virtual reality headsets now have 16K resolution, and they're reduced in size so much that they resemble goggles or glasses. And they have multiple display modes. Those display modes include the following. The augmented reality mode allows the lenses to be transparent so that you can view holograms. The mixed reality mode allows the lenses to be transparent as well so that you can view hyper-realistic virtual objects in the real world that seem to obey the laws of physics. The virtual reality mode has an opaque coat of silver over the glasses so that you can fully immerse in a virtual world. In the augmented and mixed reality modes, you can view a smart stream where you can manipulate multiple apps and files using your brain activity. It's because of these features that VR glasses are considered the next step of evolution after smartphones. However, many people continue to prefer smartphones. VR and augmented reality contact lenses are other areas that are gradually being adopted. Number 3. Hyperloop tunnels are enabling faster international travel. The Hyperloop concept usually involves passenger pods traveling through pressurized tubes using electric propulsion and magnetic levitation. Cargo is also transported considerably faster than before with this method. Hyperloop pods travel at speeds between 600 and 700 miles per hour. They also reduce transit-related greenhouse gas emission by 90%. And due to the time they save, they provide economic benefits totaling over $1 trillion every year when compared to previous transportation methods. Over a dozen domestic Hyperloop tunnels were finalized by the early 2030s. Now, tunnels have been built to allow high-speed transportation between multiple countries. This development created a boom in the tourism industry. This development is also disrupting the air and rail travel industries. However, the widespread introduction of supersonic aircraft in the early 2030s for a long-distance traveling is mitigating the effects of this disruption. Number 4. Video games are becoming hyper-realistic. In 2050, video games are photorealistic. Advancements in game engines and world-building software make it easier and faster than ever for game studios and independent creators to build large and realistic virtual worlds. Cities within these worlds are fully explorable in terms of shops, office spaces, and most other types of interiors. Likewise, an entire forest can now be rendered with sub-millimeter precision, showing unique and random features such as individual leaf marks and insect bites. Non-playable characters in video games can generate and sustain natural, nuanced, and indefinite conversations. This is thanks to language models and deep learning algorithms in the cloud that are many orders of magnitude more advanced than the GPT-3 model from the early 2020s. Advanced character builders make it relatively easy to build hundreds of unique, non-playable characters at a time that each has a unique personality and life story. Generative adversarial networks, GANs, can create an almost infinite variety of each physical attribute, such as faces, hair, body types, and clothing. This is made possible because of enormous amounts of visual data fed to these neural networks. Number 5. AI can outperform humans in most occupations. In 2050, artificial intelligence can outperform humans in a majority of professions. AI software can outmatch humans in white-collar jobs involving constructing company reports, market research, and most administrative functions. In some scenarios, they can also write screenplays, make music, write novels, and more. AI robots can outmatch humans in jobs such as security guards, forklift drivers, chefs, and warehouse pickers. Many companies have even replaced most of their human resources departments with AI. In these companies, artificial intelligence handles recruitment, first-round job interviews, employee orientations, performance evaluations, and deciding who to lay off. As an added touch, some corporations even use artificial intelligence to lay off employees in metaverse environments, almost entirely removing the human element from these life-changing situations. Other departments within companies such as finance, legal, sales, marketing, and customer service have also changed forever. The only people who are relatively safe from having their jobs taken over by AI are the following. Those in the top 5 to 10% of their occupations. People in careers requiring high levels of creativity, empathy, and dexterity. People who are well connected. The people who create the AI. This is a trend that will only escalate toward the end of the century. Number 6. Virtual assistants have largely replaced search engines. Well before 2050, most people on Earth have access to a pervasive virtual assistant. The same virtual assistant can be available as an augmented reality hologram, virtual reality character, and household robot. And the same virtual assistant can be available as a voice in a smart home, inside a vehicle, from a smartwatch, and from a smartphone. By this point, language models similar to GPT-3 are exponentially more advanced, and virtual assistants are built on these language model platforms. These virtual assistants are trained on text data from the majority of websites and publications ever created in human history. So they can answer almost any question we ask them. And their answers are personalized based on our goals, interests, and career paths. They constantly predict what we might want to do next and make suggestions throughout each day, instead of us having to type phrases into search engines. Whenever we do search for information, they always make additional suggestions that are vaguely related to our queries to help us get helpful perspectives we never considered. We can also customize the personalities, appearances, voices, and special abilities of these virtual assistants. In the coming decades, artificial general intelligence will take this technology to another level. And with that, we've reached the end of this video all about exciting things to look out for in the future. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content just like it.